Hi guys, today we are going to write a program to find the maximum of two numbers. So first of all, we are going to get the two numbers from the user, and the way to do that is using an input statement. So we are going to store the first number in a variable x, and the way to get that number from the user is using an input statement, and we are going to put a meaningful text here. Please enter the first number, and then we are going to put a question mark and then a little space. This is how we are going to get the first number from the user. And to do some mathematical operation on this number, we have to convert that number into an integer here. So I am going to convert this into an integer, and then you are going to put a closing parenthesis at the end. So this is going to convert the number that we got from the user as an integer. Now we are going to get the second number from the user, and we are going to store it in a variable y, and it is going to be similar to how we have got the first number. So we are going to say please enter the second number, and we are going to put a question mark and a little space. So now that we have got both the numbers from the user, we are going to do an if condition and check whether the number x is bigger or the y is bigger. So to do that, we are going to use an if condition here, and in the condition we are going to check if x is greater than y, and then we put a colon, then we go and say print. And if you're not familiar with the format, please look my other video where we check for a number whether it is even or odd. So here I'm going to put a curly bracket and put x, and then is greater than y. And since we have used a format here, the variable x is going to be replaced by the actual number here. And similarly, the variable y is going to be replaced by the actual input that we got from the user. So here, if x is greater than y, then it is going to say that number x is greater than y. And if it is not true, then we are going to put an else. And in this case, we don't have to check, because if x is not greater than y, then it is going to be less than y. So we are going to just use this print statement here, and we are going to say that y is greater than x. So let's run our program and see how does it look like. So here it is saying that please enter your first number. So I'm going to press 12, and then it asks for the second number, and I'm going to put 15. My output should be 15 is greater than 12. Now I will run this program again, and in this time I'm going to give the first number bigger than the second number. So I'm going to give the first number as 16, and now I'm going to give the second number 13. And in this case it is again showing that 16 is greater than 13. So now as you can see that we have taken two numbers from the user. We are doing an if condition here and checking whether the first number is greater than the second number. But what we are not checking here is that what happens if the first number is equal to the second number. So let's change this program. For that you have to check for two conditions, just not one. So the first condition that we have to check is whether x is equal to y. In that case we have to say whether the first number is equal to the second number, and then we have to say if x is greater than y, then the first number is bigger than the second number. Otherwise it is going to be the second number bigger than the first number. So let's add that condition, and to do that in Python we are going to say if x is double equal to y. Why are we going to do double equal to? Because Python gets confused if you say x is equal to y, means whether you are initializing the value of y to the variable x, or you are actually comparing whether x is equal to y. So it doesn't differentiate, or it gets confused with this and then the way we are initializing it here. Let's put a double equal to here, and we are going to say x is equal to y. And now you see that we are adding an if condition here, and then we are going to add an if condition here, which doesn't look right, because the number is either going to be equal to, or it is going to be greater than, or it is going to be less than. So we have to do a multiple check here. So we are going to do an elif. First I am checking if x is equal to y. If it is equal, then it is going to print x is equal to y. If it is not equal to y, then it is going to check whether x is bigger than y. Then it will print x is greater than y. Otherwise, it is going to say y is greater than x. So let's run this program one more time. And in this case, we are going to put both the numbers as same. So I gave the first number as 12 and the second number as 12. So here it is going to say 12 is equal to 12. So that is the end of our program. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section. And if you like this program, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Bye.